Hey, beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute. A lot has been going on with your girl. As you know, I'm on this amazing journey of the self, healing journey, and sometimes things happen. I mean, in the process of your healing, it's like you kind of go where your heart leads you, and sometimes you just want to stay away for a little while to kind of like integrate things. And there's a lot that's been going on, but I'm going to catch you up real quick. Not only today, but moving forward, I'm going to be doing a lot more videos and just letting you in on this divine journey. And so right now I'm up early. I haven't done like anything, I have my robe on and, you know, yeah. So I just kind of made me a little something to eat real quick because I operate better. And I want to say that on this journey, really, because I'm living in my temporary home right now. This is the first phase, I believe. That's what I kind of call it, my first phase of my healing journey. And I'm here still in Mexico and Sayulita. And there's a lot that I could say. This place is really amazing. It's got a nice vibe. And there are a lot of other like-minded folks, and the local community, and also the expats or the foreign communities. They kind of really integrate really well together. They really support each other, and it's a very, very small town. It is a town. It's not a city. There's nothing city about it at all. The streets are cobbled and it's difficult to walk sometimes, and in total it's just like a few blocks, but it's a real nice vibe and a real beach community. So it's not as convenient as a city. And on the journey, it's not going to be like what you had it back where you come from. I won't say home, but back where you come from, okay? And I'm starting to really miss some of those conveniences. I'm talking about the things that are like easy, that are convenient, that you used to having, maybe like your coffee in the morning, or that things will be picked up or dropped off and all that stuff. Things come quickly. You can get this to eat. You can shop on line like this. It gets delivered and all that. And no, 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 it doesn't work like that here. Some of the really cool things about the place is that I think it, for me, and I wanted to say for a while, because some people are living here, a lot of expats from Canada, from the US, from Europe. I've met a couple from Israel. And yeah, so there's no telling like who you're gonna meet. People from all over the world. Some of them just coming in for a minute, some of them staying, and many of them that I have connected with, they definitely are doing some kind of healing work in some capacity. And I'm doing like all kinds of stuff that I wouldn't normally do. I wouldn't normally like have the time to do. Like like for example, I do like sound healing. I did like my Reiki course here. Um, I do breath work. I do Afro-Colombian dance here with a group of ladies. I'm doing some crafty stuff where like today I'm gonna be making my own like they call it tambour, which is like, it looks like, like a really old, ancient, old school, like tambourine, like the ladies in the church, at least in the black churches, like them, as a kid, I'd see those ladies on those tambourines, and I was just like, I want one of those tambourines, because they had like so much confidence in playing those tambourines, and they would be doing all kind of stuff, like, and I said, I want that. And so it's more like a drum. It sounds more like a percussion type of instrument, a really earthy um, uh, percussion instrument, which sounds amazing. It's like a drum-like. And I have decided that I'm going to do this course because I think I need to have this experience. And like, why not, right? So I'm going to do this course, and I got to get going in a minute to get ready to go, because it's like a little ways away. So I got to take a bus. But anyway, some of the conveniences. So some of the conveniences are that you have all these sort of like spiritual and sort of like healing sort of like opportunities here with practitioners from like all over the place. They come from all over, some local as well, definitely, especially when it comes to the plant medicine, or people that are coming in from like the Amazon jungle for different plant medicines. and stuff. I did like a plant medicine the other night, and it was like, you stay over because a lot, and to me, not a lot, like everything in this way of healing happens at night. So you have to like sleep outside, and there's a fire, and it's like, oh no, when you get up in the morning, you're like, my back, my neck, and I'm stiff and everything. So yeah, so this is a really cool, convenient place for that kind of thing because you can have that like 24/7. I did ecstatic dance, which I had never done, didn't even know it existed, and there's a ceremony like around that, and yeah, just like moving to this music, and then they have like ancient sort of sacred like instruments to go along with it, and you're just like doing certain moves and stuff for like hours. So yeah, and they even have them like on the beach too. So that's one of the convenient things about it. I think for me, that's the most convenient thing, and I think that's probably a good reason why Spirit like led me to this place because, first of all, it wasn't very far from California, and it's tropical. It's beautiful. It's a beach, community that is really cool, and it's walkable. I don't have to travel very far, so I mean, I walk everywhere. It's very easy, and I get to wherever I need to go, and all of these practitioners and healers and all of that. They're like, it's an easy breezy kind of community to connect with and to find what you need, all kinds of stuff. People are quite friendly here as well, so that's another thing. So I would say that a lot of different really cool healing modalities that are like right here at your fingertips, like bam. And it's easy to get around. That's another thing. Okay, easy to get around. You don't need a car. I recommend don't even bother. A lot of people get around with carts, like golf type of carts, or just walking. Okay, and it's safe. That's another thing. It's quite safe because I find myself walking around at night. I've even walked down some streets that are not lit and never ever had a problem. And I haven't heard of anything from anyone else either. Even where I'm living now, it's like I'm living in the local community. So it was before I was living like closer to town, and that was just like easy. But here, I'm in the local community, and so it's like it doesn't really have like no, it doesn't have it all like paved roads at all. There's no paved roads. There's no lighting or whatever. And the crazy thing is that there's lots of like dogs like everywhere. Like the dogs are really chill. They're not trying to like like munch on you. They got their own problems. And they're really cool. They're chill. I don't know how they do it, but the dogs are everywhere, but they're just so chill. But they poop everywhere. The dogs poop everywhere. I mean, it's not like other dogs. These dogs, I don't know what's up. They will poop in the middle of the street. They will poop on the sidewalk. They will poop in front of your house. They'll poop. They don't try to look for a tree or nothing. They just do it right along the walkway, right in the middle, in the center. And it's like right there. You're like, damn, that's a, it's like these dogs, it's a problem. And forget about the owners trying to, they don't pick up stuff here. They just don't. They just leave it there on the ground. They feel like they're, it's biodegradable or whatever. I don't know. But it's really rude to me. But anyhow, another good thing, because I'm focusing on the good things and I'm being grateful, is that, did I say people are friendly? Because they are. They're definitely friendly. And yeah. Oh, lots of fruits. Lots of really, really good, really wonderful fruits. And if I were you, if you decided to come out this way, I would definitely focus on those. Like the pineapple is like sugar. It's amazing. It's a beautiful, like golden, like almost like orange kind of golden color. And it's beautiful and it's always sweet. Okay. And I eat a lot of watermelon here. And the cool thing about it is that the watermelon has seeds. Yes, yes, yes. The watermelon has seeds. That's when you know it's real watermelon. Because the watermelons we get back in the States, they all are like seedless. And what have they done to those watermelons? Oh, you know, that's not natural. It's like a woman not having ovaries, right? So the watermelons are really good. They always have seeds and they're always sweet. Another thing, they've got some other fruits as well. Of course, tons of limes, but they've got some other fruits like papaya that I eat a lot of. I used to not like it because I was living in another country, South Africa, and they ate a lot of it, you know, and they called it something else like pawpaws, what they call it, but it's papaya, and I just got tired of it. I don't like this anymore. But now I'm back at the papaya, so it's really good. I eat that. I'm eating it now actually for my breakfast here. I decided to. This is just a little bowl of like fruits, and I have some like these little small bananas, which are really good, like much better than like the regular size, and they're all organic. And then I have some papaya, and then what else is in here? I put some cranberries, dried cranberries, and some raisins, and I put some granola in here that I bought from the farmer's market. And then I bought this sort of coconut yogurt, okay, like non-dairy. It's coconut, made from coconut. And it tastes okay. You know, I'm gonna try making my own coconut yogurt. I think I can do a better job than this. But this is what I'm having. And I just kind of like, again, try to stick to the local stuff because once you try to, you know, like you might say, oh, wait, there's this. And you're thinking like it's going to be like what you have back where you come from, back home, but it never is. So just try to stick to the local plan, okay, and eat what they eat or whatever they have to offer that is kind of unique or indigenous to like this area, you know. Don't try to like get some stuff that, and I don't eat meat, so I don't know about like the food in terms of like hamburgers, and I see them, they have hot dogs, hot links, and I'm like, no, that's not even what I do. But I'm like, I wonder, you know, and they're trying to appeal to the expat communities, you know. But yeah, so that's what I find, and I'm really, after being here like almost like I was going on three months. um I think after the first month, I got really tired of like eating out because I was kind of always disappointed because the food was just like, it just didn't have any flavor. You know, it was, and it was really because the price, you know, the cost of living here, especially for expats, because there's like two, you know, like prices. There's like the local price and there's the gringo price. And it's way overrated. It's way over, like it's like through the roof. It's probably one of the most expensive places to live in Mexico, I think. It's just unbelievable. And I'm from California, you know, so our cost of living is the highest in the country. But when you come here, you say, wait a second, this ain't California. Yeah, but and the thing is, you don't even get the same quality, the same things, you know, as you would get for the same price. So just try to just stick to what is unique and what the local type of vibe is in terms of the foods and stuff like that. Um, and I would say some of the kind of things that are a little bit whack that I'm not feeling, but I'm just kind of just like rolling with it for the time being, is that the internet's not so great, you know. It works and it doesn't work, so try to get lucky. Okay, keep that in mind, because internet is very, very important. And also the water. You guys know we can't drink the water here, and I still don't understand it. I'm like, after all this time, I'm gonna throw my phone over there. It keeps going off. Um, you know, the water is still, we can't drink it. And I'm thinking, with all these mountains in Mexico, like, y'all can't get no spring water. Like, y'all can't get a filtration system. Y'all can't, your sewer. It's just like, why, you know? You trying to kill us? And my first trip to Mexico was a long time ago. And we could drink the water then. I got really, really, really sick, and I didn't even drink the water. So maybe they were washing the veggies or whatever with the water, but I still got really sick. And this time I got sick too, even though I was not drinking the water. You know, I wasn't doing I still got sick. And of course, the local population does not get sick. So I'm saying that that's one of the not so cool things about being here, is that the water. And it kind of makes me feel like any place that you cannot drink the water and you know you get sick for drinking the water, that is a sign of a deeper problem. You know, sanitation is key. I mean, that's how you kill the enemy, right? You put it in the water supply, and they know they've gotten, you know, all these visitors for the years, but they won't change it up, and so we have to drink bottled filtered water of our own doing. And I did find some alkaline water recently. You know, it's quite expensive, but I still got it. You know, and I have like the big things delivered. You know, the guy delivers the big 5 gallon things of like water, and I use that for everything. You know, even brushing my teeth or cooking or whatever, or washing my veggies. I do everything with it. And so, yeah, so that's not cool because, you know, you still got to take a shower and you still do other things with water. So another thing is that it's, for me personally, I feel like it's a very meat heavy country. The communities are not really aligned with the whole like vegetarianism or vegan lifestyle. So a lot of meat. They do have some options, you know, every now and then, but they're not great. Okay, so if you're a meat eater, hallelujah for you. Okay, if you're not, you really have to be creative and improvise and supplement and do all that stuff. So keep that in mind. But lots of fruit and the veggie selection, which I don't understand because you know, Mexico exports a lot of fruits and vegetables outside of the country to the U.S. And I'm thinking, well, how come I can't find them here? Okay, I mean, I could find a few things, but I mean, my goodness. And the little bit that I can find, especially in the way of like vegetables, is it's kind of like it's not that great. The quality's not great. So I'm thinking, well, heck, you know, that's not cool. That's not a good thing. I was expecting like you know, a bountiful like um, selection of fresh fruits and veggies. You can get the typical like peppers and you know, like I said, I find all kind of melons here. Really good melons. The fruit is amazing when you can find it, but I don't find like lots of like grapes and um, things like that. Mostly, like I said, watermelons and mangoes during mango season, avocados. Every now and then, it's a certain variety that I get. They're huge, they're fantastic, but they're definitely not coming down here. I don't know about other cities, but they're not here. You can get plenty of tequila here, but not as much in the way of fresh vegetables, especially green vegetables. So yeah, that's not like what I expected. And after, you know, I do find myself cooking a lot more. Yeah, because like I said, after the first month or so, you're like, I gave every place a try, guys. I tried this restaurant. I tried it. It's just like there's no flavor, there's no love, the energy is off. It's just I can't do that to my temple. So I started like, you know, I got a different apartment where I can like cook. It's got a full-on kitchen, and I start cooking more and with the ingredients that I can find, and that's what I've been doing, you know. The weather is a little bit cooler now because we're into autumn now, and it's November, and so it's a little cooler, which is good because it was really, really hot a couple of months ago. Even a month ago, it was super, super, super hot. So it's kind of chilled out, but it's definitely still warm, and I'm happy about that. So another thing that I could say that they don't have like because when I get my groceries, there's lots of like small, like little, you know, like mom and pop, like little shops, and they have a lot of things that are not always fresh. That is just convenient, you know. So there's not a great selection, and I've started like ordering my food from like one of the major grocery stores, or if you want to call it that. It's called Le Comer, and it's supposed to be more like more of like a higher end type of place. I haven't even been to the actual store, but I heard about it, so I just ordered stuff online. It's all in Spanish, so I do my best, and they deliver it to you. And they're pretty good with that. And I just got my delivery like a few days ago, and I ordered the stuff, and I was kind of annoyed because they don't ask you, like, they don't have it in stock then they don't say, well, do you want something else? They just tell you that, they got it in stock, and then you think you're going to get it. And then when the delivery person comes, it's not in the box, and you're like, whoa, why didn't you contact me? You could have given me a different brand, or, you know, because they have to like drive like half an hour to like get here. Anyhow, yeah, so that's one thing. Also, obviously, you're not going to be able to get your hair products. Yes, the ones that you use, especially if you have curly hair like mine, afro, or if you have braids, you can't get like these braids, or you can't get your braids done and all that kind of stuff. So you just have to do it yourself, or, you know, you just have to do what you have to do, right? And this is something that I just did one night during our hurricane. We had to stay inside. I had brought some hair over from the States, and I just did it myself in the dark. So, yes, another thing that I would say is that, I mean, there's not a sense of like urgency in terms of like service. Sometimes, you just get it when you get it. I'm not even going to go into that because I think that you guys understand what I'm talking about. Other than that, like for example, let me just say this, like, okay, there's like one bank in town, and sometimes the ATM has money for exchange, and sometimes it doesn't. Now, mind you, we're exchanging like all of the foreign currencies, like US dollars, Canadian dollars, or sterling, or, wherever, you know, and we want pesos. But oftentimes, they don't have enough pesos in the ATM. Like, they don't change up. Like, if you're getting all this money in, wouldn't you think that you'd be there changing like 2 or 3 times a day if you have to? Just bring, but it doesn't happen. And then sometimes you go there to get cash because everything is in cash here. They don't take credit cards, they don't take debit cards. No, none of that. Okay, it's all cash here. And you can't get cash, and you're like, oh shoot, how, and that's something that I've never seen. I've never seen that in all of my life, like, not being able to get money out. So yeah, that can happen. So you really learn these little glitches every now and then. Okay, so I'm not gonna rant on about good and bad. It's not good and bad. It's just what it is. And I've been eating a lot more at home, and I even brought my own, like, make my own cocktails if I'm gonna have a cocktail. Girl's gotta have her cocktail, whatever it is that she wants. I'm in my divine feminine energy, so I'm really working on that. And this is a good place to do that because it's kind of laid back, and there's no rush to things. And so I'm really working on that divine feminine energy, which means that I'm operating from my heart space. It's like what I feel like, what I'm drawn to. I don't try so hard. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm going to nurture this today. I'm going to write about this today. I'm going to manifest this. I'm going to be kind. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be all the things that I was born to be. I'm going to listen to myself. I'm going to hear my heart space. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to nourish myself. That type of energy. As all my life, I always thought divine feminine energy was just like, well, I'm a woman, right? I was born a woman, and I am a woman, and I look like a woman, and I thought I do act like a woman. But my mind was very masculine in terms of like, doing it all, making it happen, and I'm the boss, and I created this, and, making these decisions, and, just being all things, and not being independent, and saying what you mean, and, all of these things, to me, that's being feminine. That's new feminine, but that's not natural feminine, so I'm getting back to manifesting and being really powerful, operating in my divine feminine energy. So I'm going to do a video on that, but that's for next time. So I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. If any of this resonates with you, please be sure to leave a comment. I love your comments. I read all of your comments, and subscribe, because this is a journey. I want to take you with me. And if any of you are on your journeys, or if you are awakening, or if you have any spiritual gifts that are starting to really develop, let's put it that way, let us know. But also subscribe to my GoFundMe, because this really supports my journey. I've got some other healing and some other places that I have on my itinerary that are coming up, and I want to share a lot with you. So be sure to subscribe big time, okay? Because it really helps to get the message out there to as many people as possible. And I always try to be as authentic as possible, as real, just being myself, showing you what I can show you. And if there's something that you want to know, you have questions, please feel free to ask me, okay? All right, that's the rooster you're hearing in the background, because there's lots of roosters. I don't even go by what time it is anymore. Anyway, so I'm going to sign off now, and that's all I got for you. I'll see you next time.